We have one more act in this section, then we're gonna have another interval. Okay. So I want someone from the audience. I want you. I'm looking at you. Yes, you can stop the applause. Stop the applause for me now. Spread the applause around the room. Welcome to the stage, Lawrence Tucker.
I see trees of green.
That's not the song I asked for.
To meet you.
Thank you, brothers, thank you, but please, we must keep our voices low. You see, if even a word of what we speak of here tonight should leave the confines of these chambers, 'twould spell the gallows or worse for us all. Make no mistake, my brothers, what we discuss tonight is nothing short of treason. That's not a joke. I speak, of course, of tomorrow night, upon which we shall continue our righteous campaign to slay the sacred cows of the middle, upper class, right-wing elite, under whose oppressive yoke we have toiled for far, far too long. Clad in black and clutching our torches and our spades, we shall wait for nightfall, and then we shall dig, my brothers. We shall dig our hands bloody until we have tunneled under the very withered heart of our corrupt system, the Houses of Parliament. And then we shall dig a little bit further than that, until we reach Jacob Rees-Mogg's house. Good. And there we shall surface, accost the man, and summarily burn him to death in his own bathtub. Yes, me. Of course, I've heard the whispers of doubt circulating through our collective. And to those of you whose faith in our plan has been shaken, I say, steel your resolve and remember our previous triumphs. Throw in an egg at Daily Mail HQ. Punching Jeremy Clarkson's dog. And of course, stabbing Piers Morgan 27 times in the chest and face.
Only 27?
Doubts are a matter of course with a plan of such magnitude. I, for example, have been asked in numerous times, why is it that Rees-Mogg will not simply extinguish the flames with which we shall douse him? Seems like the common sense thing to do, a property which, of course, he has in spades. And the answer is as devious as it is simple, my friends, for you see, every problem has a solution, and the solution to this one is that before we set the man ablaze, we shall kick his cunt in. Of course, there are those who say that we should wait until the 12th of December, upon which times we can cast him from the cabinet with naught but our votes scrawled upon a piece of paper. But to these people I say, remember, friends, remember well the words of Hippocrates, who said, a desperate disease requires a dangerous remedy. And what is Jacob Rees-Mogg if not a desperate disease onto our country? What kind of a man claims that his favourite Christmas present of all time was a vial of anointing oil used in the coronation of Queen Victoria? Buy an Xbox, you square. What kind of a man speaks at the annual dinner of an organisation which publicly declared that they believe that mother of racially murdered teenager, Chancellor of De Montfort University, and Baroness of the Realm, Doreen Lawrence, should return to her native homeland, which, by the way, is Peckham? And what kind of a man derides the intelligence of people whom his government as good as burned to death themselves, simply for following the instructions of the fire brigade during a fucking fire? claiming that they lack common sense, and then less than 48 hours later, posting a picture of himself accidentally wearing a Remembrance Day poppy on his penis. Google it, it's funny. Aye. 'Tis the inhabitants of Grenfell that lack common sense. Poppycock. I hate myself. So I say, aye, we shall vote on the 12th of December, and God willing, we shall wrest the power from these quasi-human austerity goblins, but that shall not be the only vote that we cast. We shall vote also with our fire and our fury. Had I forgotten the next bit? Oh my God. We shall vote with our fire and our fury, and we shall laugh and be merry and swap our stories and toast our marshmallows over the still crackling corpse of that porcelain twiglet. While we laugh at how fool he must have been to have not paid the extra £50 to have his suit made out of non-flammable material. It's good that I covered that because I forgot the next bit too.
Come on.
All right. Out of non-flammable material. Yes, I've got it. Aha! Hurrah! You see, my brothers, our actions tomorrow night will be remembered for generations to come. Imagine it. A young child, an urchin, no more than 6 or 7, on the street. He's clutching a straw effigy of a man wearing an ill-fitting and bizarrely long suit. He approaches a well-to-do gentleman. He tugs upon his lapel and he says, "Please, sir, penny for the mog." Penny for the mog. The well-to-do gentleman turns around to face the child. He crouches and smiles at him. He holds his gaze for but a moment before he replies, "No, my child, I will not give you a penny for the mog. For you see, even 1 penny is too much to pay for that piece of fucking shit." And then they wheel on its face. Imagine it, brothers, young and old, rich and poor, man and boy united, if only for a single night, by the simple pleasure of pissing directly into Jacob Rees-Mogg's sallow little face. Entire families standing outside, linked arm in arm, kept warm by the roar of the bonfire, laughing, dancing, being merry, pissing into Jacob Rees-Mogg's sallow little face as and when the need takes them. Entire communities coming together. Rifts mended, quarrels forgotten, no enmity, no bickering, just entire towns of people. The country over, enjoying the simple pleasure of pissing in Jacob Rees-Mogg's giant communal face. Pissing and pissing and pissing into his open mouth, and yes, also eyes, until his face is sodden and saturated with piss and can hold not a drop more. Probably pooing him on no, there. Oh. Don't me, fuck you. Probably pooing him on it. Oh, but then again, we'll leave that. Fine. So. See, my brothers, I must now take my leave, but before I do, I shall leave you with a poem to bolster your spirits for the morrow. Right. It's called drama. Give it a second. Remember, the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. Real people died in Grenfell, you fucking Victorian garbage fire. Jacob Rees-Mogg, Suck my cock.